Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Me, William Ramsey HD. Welcome back to a F1 24 career mode video, round 1 at Bahrain. How are we doing today, guys? Welcome in to the new series. Let's go. So obviously today, as you can see, our progress is looking good for our McLaren team. Our specialist, we're gonna complete the race weekend to start us off. Obviously, as the difficulty is high, I'm gonna have to do some work. But let's go into the team scenes. As we go into our brand new screen, ready to go into this race weekend, I'm absolutely ready and raring to go. I'm so excited for this new game and what this game will bring. Hopefully it keeps me engaged, as we're going to see if we can do any sort of upgrades already before the first race in the season. As you can see, we're the 5th best team on the chart at the moment. This is just a quick practice clip of me getting used to the car. We did a couple of laps, and this is obviously feeling the freshness of the game. Obviously our helmet will change, as you can see, as we're going into qualifying now. I'm not gonna lie, the car feels a bit oversteery and understeery at times, but that's probably just me getting used to the game. So you'll probably have to excuse the bad driving for at least maybe the next couple of races, just getting back used to playing Formula 1 again. But we're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best as we post a first green sector of the season, just easing ourselves in. Obviously with the ERS being different as well. This was a pre-patch, so this would be the first gameplay as we go wide down into the hairpin there. We're just getting a feel for the car. I'm not looking to pull anything out the bag like a lot, but we're just looking to be consistent in our lap times and just not make any really mistakes. So yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it, and that's all we can do really. That's all you really can do in situations like this. Like, as obviously we're a rookie, you jump in a car you don't know, you just drive it to the best of your ability, and that's all that really you can do, to be fair. As we're going to come up to the line for our first lap of 2024, and it's 13th place. It's not amazing, but it's doable, as now we get through to Q2, and we need to do a bit better of lap times here. We need to obviously Norris is doing really well. The car is really good at the moment. He was up in like 3rd place, so we need to kind of get the grips of the car and kind of replicate that, because even though we love the British and Lando Norris, we don't really want to be tagging behind him for the whole season. We've got to prove our worth in Formula 1, because like the way Formula 1 is at the moment, if you don't perform, then you're out. So yeah, as Charles Leclerc posts the fastest lap at the moment, he sets the pace for the session at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that as Max Verstappen posts a quicker time, but it was only a couple of tenths quicker. So yeah, as I was saying, I've actually forgot what I was saying, but yeah. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. Like obviously you can lose your seat sometimes if you're not performing. So we need to get on the pace pretty quickly and making sure we're not making any mistakes, and putting ourselves in a great position to score some points for this weekend. So Q3 is our goal, If I don't get any further in Q3, that's me done. As we go second as we now get ready and set for Q3. That really surprised me. That was a really good lap. It was just milliseconds quicker than my Q1 time, and that put us in second. So as you can see, we're amping up the pressure, amping up the speed, and we're just getting ourselves going basically. And as we're obviously going into Q3, set a green sector. It's coming more naturally now. The car feels a lot better than it did in practice in Q1. Obviously, me being used to the car by now. As we go deep again into that hairpin, that's where we're losing the most time, I'd say. And just trying to keep the car in a straight line. As I said, with the helmet design, guys, that will change into the next couple of rounds. Same colour scheme. Colour scheme dedicated to Shan's favourite colour, purple. As Max Verstappen posts 1:29, so Red Bulls are looking quick. And shock news, shock horror. They're looking quick. There's no surprises there. Then, as we're going to come up to the line in Q3 for the first round, P3. As we go for another lap now, it's clearly a worse lap. We get a tank slapper on the corner, go wide, catch the apex, and we've spun. That is our qualifying over. Sugar. Oh, we tried our best. We tried our best, but hopefully Norris is straight behind us. Sainz has had a good qualifying as well. Very good to see Ferrari up there and battling, but it's really good for us as we're in a net P3 and P4 at the moment. As we go to the screen, we finished third. We beat Norris by 1 position, which is really good to see. Let's get ready for the race. Oh, this is gonna be tears. This one. Let's go.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have William, Norris, Russell, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Perez, Joe, Bottas, Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda, Ocon, Gasly, Sargent, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, it's a new season, plenty of new opportunities, but I think I'm going to start with a question we may have asked last year as well. Can anyone stop Max Verstappen?
That's what they're hoping for. And that's what we're hoping for as well in some ways, because we don't want to see just one driver or one team running away with it this season like we had last year or even the years gone by in this sport. Can we get to see a two-way or even a 3- or 4-way fight throughout this race today? Fingers crossed we'll get that.
Now we are going to go to the strategy screen. Something that I always try to be a bit ballsy with in every career mode I've ever done is try to set myself apart from my rivals around me and just try and get the best strategy I can out of the car. Usually I I've actually been the last couple of years I've been a good starter of the game ever since they integrated to the gear shift system, and I've been a good starter. Like I can find the bite point of when to release the clutch when the lights go out. So that's a strength that we have. So I'm looking to go soft, probably soft to medium, or soft to medium to hard. So basically a 2-stop. So we're just going to see how it plays out, and it's the first race of the season. To be fair, I'm not expecting a lot. If we perform absolute scenes, we do, but we just got to keep our head on and basically just get points for the team, because that's all we need in the end. We need to have our head on straight, and we need to think about the team. As we go to our first formation lap of
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out.
But I am a bit, like, I'm not going to lie guys, in this formation I'm a bit disappointed they didn't do anything with my team career mode, because
we're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
They do an overhaul. So next F1 game we should get an overhaul on my team career mode. So we have to wait till next year. But we've got this year to dive into and look forward to. So we're lining up on the grid, P3 on the grid with our teammate to our right, the Mercedes and the Ferrari behind us. Let's go. Let's get started for this 2024 career mode season. We're ready and raring to go as we go to 5 red lights for round 1 in 2024. Lights out and away we go. We get a much better purchase of grip on the second stage of the start here. Very, very decent getaway. Send it down the inside of Max Verstappen. We are in P1. What an absolute start that has been. Oh my god, what a start that was. As Max Verstappen tries to go down our inside, we get the we cover him off, get the move done. This is absolute scenes. We're absolutely pulling off a worldie here. All we've got to do now is stay ahead of the pack. Use a bit of VRS. That's one thing I look back on. Maybe I could have used a bit more ERS. As Max Verstappen's going to go down our inside through the hairpin, jumps the curb, and I think he's caught his front wing and he might have ended his race already. So if he's slow, that will keep the pack behind him, and we can run away with this one. Hopefully that's the goal. As we set a fastest lap of 1:37, he's 4 tenths behind. We've just got to do our race really. As Norris is in 5th, Verstappen's nearly lost 2nd to Carlos Sainz, and hopefully we can pull out the bag some scenes here, because if we won the first race, it would be absolute pandemonium, I should say. Best thing to do is just keep everybody behind us as we post a purple sector. Verstappen's about 3 tenths behind now, so it's just a case of keeping them behind. That's all we can do really. There's nothing much else we can do other than keep them behind. But it's looking good at the moment. It's looking very, very nice at the moment. Lap 3, and it's going as well as it can be. So we just got to keep our head on, and Max Verstappen doesn't seem to be making an impression on us at the moment. We had on our tyres, we had about, I'd say overall, about 20 wear on each tyre going into lap 2 and 3. So Verstappen should be catching up with us, as we've been given our first objective is to save some fuel, because we are 0.6 up on fuel at the moment. So we obviously have to hit our target. As you can see guys, Carlos Sainz in P3 is now the fastest man on the track. So obviously that indicates on lap 5 that our the soft tyre runners are going off, and mediums are the best tyre to be on. As Carlos Sainz makes a move for P2 in the race, making a move finally on Max Verstappen here. It could look like Max Verstappen stays out with his wing damage he caught on lap 1, and he looks like to be tumbling down the order at the moment as we go wide into turn 1. The tyres are not fairing us at the moment. We've just got to keep it in a straight line and just maintain the gap, but also keep saving the fuel as well. So the best thing we're going to do here is basically not overdrive the car, as now Charles Leclerc has made a move on Max Verstappen, and very, very shortly Lando Norris, our teammate, is going to be making a move on him as well. I couldn't have asked for a better start to the race at the moment. At the moment I'm overjoyed on how this race is turning out. And the thing is as well, guys, is like the game release has been like buggy and there's some stuff been wrong, but I feel in the first time that the difficulty, I maybe should put it up even more than it is, because I think it's on like 94 at the moment. As we post a purple sector, then we go wide. So we've extended the gap to Carlos Sainz at the moment, so that's good. As I was saying, I feel like it should be higher. So that's going to be something that will be to come. As you can see, the tyres are pretty much dead now. So we just got to keep nursing them until our pit stop, because we don't really want to go in too early, because then people get the overcut on us. So we're just going to put our heads down. As now I think Max Verstappen has made the jump to go into the pits. Lewis Hamilton's in 5th. Oh, Max hasn't gone into the pits. Him and Hamilton are scrapping. So at the moment we're taking it to charge our ERS and also save some fuel as well. We're just teetering on 0, plus and minus at the moment on fuel. So we just got to basically not drive slow, but drive slow enough where we can save fuel. So this is where race management comes in. It's something in the past that I haven't been very good at. But you can see that the pack's not overly a lot away. I think separating the midfield and the front is about maybe 20 to 25 seconds. And now we're going to go into the pits, as Charles Leclerc was catching us and Sainz as well. It looks like Max Verstappen is in 7th position now. That wing damage is really hurting him. I don't know why Red Bull's not brought him in as a 2.5 second stop time. What an absolute pit stop that was. I'm bloody happy with that one. Go on, McLaren. You'll be getting the champagne at the end of the night. Obviously, all the rose waters, obviously, in this part of the world. As obviously, when we come out of the pits, try and warm up our tyres as best we can. And now we have to do some work. We literally have to race the wheels off this car, because we'll be doing one more stop, so we can afford to absolutely smash these tyres. So we move on to lap 10, as Charles Leclerc is going to make a move for the lead of the race. We're in provisional P1 at the moment. He goes down the inside. We try to stick it out on the outside. We're on the inside for the next corner, but we stay on the outside, get the move done. Very nice, as Lando Norris is behind. As we go wide, moving on to the latter part of lap 11 here, Charles Leclerc is making another move for the lead of the race. He gets the move done. We go round the outside. He clutches on the curb, but we get it done as we move on to lap 12. And we're looking pretty slow at the moment, as Leclerc is going to make another move. It is a McLaren Ferrari sandwich here, 2 by 2, making moves on each other. It is getting very feisty up the front. As we move on to lap 13, we're still in second. Ricciardo needs to go in the pit still. Alonso with the fastest lap of the race. Very, very nice. As now our teammate is right on our arse, and he's looking to make a move for the lead of the race. There is no team orders here. I'm going to give him the respect he deserves, but we send it down the outside to go round the long way to set up for the inside for the next corner here. We're still there. We bang tyres, and now we're going to set him up. Charles Leclerc is going to go to the outside of us. We push him out wide. We go around the outside, get the move done. Very, very nice. And now Leclerc is back in second position. We move on to a couple of laps later. Lando Norris, as we're down the road, are scrapping with Hamilton and Leclerc. As now we move on to lap 16. It is two McLarens, a Mercedes and Alonso. So this race is chopping and changing. I don't know whether both Ferraris are gone. I think the Ferraris had damage as Alonso makes a move on Russell for P4 here. Latter part of lap 16, we're just trying to stay ahead at the moment, and it looks like we're going to come in for our second pit stop for the hard tyres. Norris and Hamilton having a good scrap at the moment, as Hamilton passes Norris for the lead, and he passes Norris, and then Norris is made the bad decision to come in to the pits. He shouldn't have really done that because he's going to be behind on the road now. Because obviously we get priority because we're in front. As Max Verstappen passes us as well. We're coming out in about 12th position. I don't think there's any cars behind us. So it's looking good at the moment. We just have to keep the car on the road, keep it in the straight line, and just make sure these are the tyres that we're going to finish on. So it's looking good at the moment. You can see at the bottom of the mini-map, the Ferraris are absolutely nowhere when they were challenging us for the win. So I don't know where they've gone. As we move on to lap 18 here, people have gone in the pits as Lando Norris posts the fastest lap of the race. Hamilton is taking the provisional lead of the race here. He's just come out in front of us, so we've got, this is a must. If we're going to win this race, this is a must pass, as people are scrapping behind us, coming out of the pits for position. We're going to go down the outside of the 7-time world champion, have a ding-dong battle with him as the chasers are just coming into shot. Go around the outside to the inside. What a move that is on the 7-time world champion. We just got to keep our wits about us. On lap 19, sorry, Hamilton makes a move for the provisional lead of the race. We're going to set up the DRS to try and get the move done into turn 1. Because Alonso's got a bit of a train behind him at the moment, so we're getting away while he's holding up people behind. As we're going to go for an almighty dive down the inside of Lewis Hamilton on his outside to the inside. He jumps over the curb. That gives us the opportunity to get the move done. Very, very nice. As we move now to lap 20, it is getting really dicey as me and Hamilton are going side by side into this downhill chicane section. There is a 6 or 7 cars that could win this race, and obviously we're trying to save fuel as well as keep everybody behind us at the moment. We're kind of playing the team game here, where we're becoming a rolling roadblock for Lando Norris, so we can make his way back through the field, so we can score more points as a team. We're also in the position to fight for this win as we move on to lap 21. Lewis Hamilton just breezed past us, as well as Fernando Alonso. We're going to dive down the inside. Nice move. Just let him know who's boss. Get the move done. Very, very nice. As obviously Tsunoda and Ricciardo are going long at the moment. So are they going to go in again, or do we have to catch up to them for the win of this race? Because currently they're playing a worldy game here, because we're not catching up with them.
Okay, gap ahead.
Because there's a gap ahead of 4.3 seconds. As we move on to the next lap, Hamilton and Russell were scrapping as we go through the final corner. There's a train of like 10 cars now fighting for the lead, and there's a safety car. That was for George Russell. He lost his wing while battling with Lewis Hamilton, his teammate. As you can see, Max Verstappen is in 17th place, and he's not changed his wing. I don't know what was going on with Red Bull here, but what a bad decision that was. Like, he's basically losing points. I don't understand why he would do something like that. But each to their own. I'm not Red Bull. As obviously Hamilton's having a corker of a race. So is Alonso, the veterans of the field, showing the rest of us how it's done. But obviously I'm ahead of the veterans at the moment, so we just got to keep them behind. Like, they're wily old foxes, so they can pull any moves out at any time. So we just got to keep our wits about us, because we don't want to make any mistakes going into the last couple of laps of this race, because we've worked so hard for this win. And obviously Lando is a couple positions off the podium, so if we can win the race but also help him move into the podium, that would be gorgeous. But we also obviously got to think about ourselves and think about the start of our championship. I'm feeling nervous with the obviously everyone breathing down the back of my neck. It's the first time being behind a safety car in my career as an F1 driver, and as we are ready to got this safety car, and the safety car's going in now, changing the fuel load. We saved the fuel and we're just going to wait to go. Hopefully we don't light up the tyres. Oh, as we get a tank slapper there, it's because we had the ERS on and it wasn't a very good getaway. Now we get the second bite of the cherry. We've actually pulled a bit of a gap to Hamilton now, so we kind of saved ourselves on lap 27 here. That could have been very, very mixy. We could have lost a couple of positions there because I tried to go too early and I basically lit the rears up. As obviously Norris is the fastest man on track at the moment from before. As we move on to the last lap of the Grand Prix, trying to keep heating the tyres. It's me against Hamilton here. Battle with the Brits. He's going to try and go down our inside. He actually tags us on the back. We get a bit of a slide on going into the S's here, and we're just doing everything to him to stay behind. Norris is trying to get past the two Ferraris which are back in the race, but it's a last lap battle for me and Hamilton. He's a tenth behind us. He just can't seem to make a move in that Mercedes, which proves we are quicker than Mercedes at the moment. He's got DRS. Is he going to go for the move down the inside? He decides just to stay behind us in their little train. But is he going to make a move? We saved the ERS, so he can't make a move. So it's just a case of hitting and hoping, and let's see what we can do on these last couple of corners here. He's got ERS. He's got his ERS. He's deploying it now, as you can see. But he's just sticking behind us as we're going through the last turn. It's going to be a now. We're 5 tenths up. We're coming up to the line and get in there. We've absolutely done it. Let's go. Oh my God, we've won our rookie race in F1. How the bloody hell have we done that? Oh my goodness. What a race. We get driver of the day as well. Oh my God. Get in there. My goodness, what a race that was. It was a great result for us as a team. I think Norris finished in 5th at the end. What a race from us. Get in. What a race. Absolute scene. Let's go. Oh, the missus will be proud of that one. Come on. Get up there. Oh my God, let's go. Thank you. Oh, thank you team. Let's go. Hopefully the first of many as Hamilton gets his first podium of the season and Carlos Sainz follows behind. Pity wasn't our teammate Norris, but the Red Bulls are absolutely nowhere. Obviously, Max Verstappen made a boneheaded mistake and his team didn't change a thing. But where was Perez? Perez was nowhere to be seen. So as we go on to the ratings menu here, we get a load of experience towards our rating. And I'm just blasphemy how we've done that in the first episode. I really don't understand how we've done that. But What an absolute race that was. What a start to the season. Oh my God. As we please Derek, our analyst, what a man. As we go home, Mrs. greets us with some spaghetti bolognese and a roast as well because we're hungry. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this first episode of My Career Mode. If you want to see more, guys, like, comment, subscribe, smack the bell down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.